Okay, we're going to take a little break from the polishing of the boat. I decided I wanted to clean the garage the other day instead of finishing polishing, and so I had a little time this evening. I thought I'd get out here and work on our lovely dashboard. This is going to follow the same concepts that we use whenever we're polishing the boat, except we're going to use a little bit different tool. What I've done so far, this was really kind of sun-beaten and damaged and just overall in bad shape. Now, the nice thing about this particular dashboard or this console is that it's painted from the back, and all of the lettering and all the type of like the red down here, this is all put on from the back and then sprayed on the back. So what you're looking at is the clear on the front. So what makes it nice is that now we can polish the front and it makes it look like brand new. I went ahead and squirted a new coat of black on the back just to kind of make sure it was nice and coated. And then I've sanded down this with 1000 grit. I didn't do 800 grit because this was not as bad as the boat itself. So we're going to use a little bit different type of tool. This is called an air polisher. What this does is it does the same thing as a buffer that we were using the other day to buff the boat, but in a much smaller scale. It is not a grinder. There's a difference. This only spins at about 2,000 RPMs, and you can adjust it as you see fit what you need. And then I bought this little polishing kit from Northern Tool. So it comes with a little backing pad with Velcro. It comes with a wool bonnet. It comes with our secondary cut pad and our third cut pad. So you've got your initial cut after your sanding. You have your second cut that uses the same type of polish. Then we're going to use our polish on this. So I'm going to do this little area right here and get it nice and good looking so you can kind of see the idea of what's behind it.
I might come back out later.
All right, so here we go. I'm just going to put a little daub on here just like we did with the boat. And I keep the bonnet kind of moist. And we're just going to smear this all around right here. That might be a little too much water. You're going to hear my compressor kick on in a minute. You have to deal with it. Well, you can see the first cut came out pretty good. Got some good shine back in it from what it was before. You couldn't even see my finger in there. Now, what you can't see in the picture, maybe you can now, is it's kind of hazy after that first cut. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and you're going to take, now Lexan's a little harder than polish than the gel coat. You tend to get scratches a lot more, and this is black, so it's going to show it off like a lot worse. So it may take us a couple more, but I'm just kind of showing you guys the concept of what we're going to do. So now I'm switching over to this pad, taking off the wool pad. Give it a little bit. All I'm doing is just squirting a teensy bit of water on it. And I'm going to turn the air compressor on. You can see what this does. Same stuff, still the clean cut. Okay. You don't need a lot. And kind of the secret to not slinging this stuff everywhere whenever you turn on your buffer is to smear it around like this first. It still goes everywhere. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to our final step, which is the even finer pad here and the little pink polish, which I forgot to shake up. Need to stick something down in here to unclog it. Okay, now that I got this unclogged, it works a little better. Don't forget your little bit of water and smear it around again.
I guess what it all boils down to with Polish 101 is that you're always starting with something coarse and progressively moving finer and finer as you go. So you start with sandpaper, then you move to compound, then you move to polish. So as long as you just remember that succession and don't skip any steps, it will always turn out like glass.
Alright, so this is kind of pretty close to the finished result. And this is about as good as you're ever going to get with Lexan that's this old. It's still got some pitting I can see, and this is just me being very, very picky. But, you know, for something that's going to be sitting up in the dashboard, I mean, that's really good. So we went from that to that. Real good mirror finish, and that's what you want. Still got some hazing. Oh, actually, that's just polish. That's all it is. I'm going to do some touching up down here. I didn't get this sanded off really good, but that's underneath teak, so it's not that big of a deal. But now it's got to continue all the way down. That's all I got to do. So that's the basics of it. I'll show you guys this when we're all said and done.